as the semiconductor demand has increased, photoresist is a critical chemical in the process. So the demand for photoresist have increased as well. And there is limited capacity for that. So that has impacted on the price of photoresist. There is no reason for competition here because Japan is a great supplier of those chemicals and Korea is a great user of those. And Japan decided to use photoresist as a tool to do foreign policy against Korea, which kind of looks very odd why they would do very narrow and try to instill damage to Korean semiconductor manufacturing, because there's nothing to gain on Japan government really on that. So, and what our understanding is that Japanese suppliers are receiving those export licenses so they can ship to Korea. But then we also understand that the Korean companies have started very strong programs to start to develop at least some of the photoresist chemicals by themselves. I believe the Japanese companies are establishing also some lines in Korea to secure the supply and secure the market share with the Korean companies. So it's a multi company, country effort to get around these restrictions. Across the equipment, across the chemicals, there is clearly a movement for diversifying regionally diversifying the supply base. So for Koreans, they want to be less dependent on Japanese facilities in photoresist. We know that some of the U.S. equipment companies want to be less dependent on Chinese assembling and manufacturing in China. So they are moving in a very large scale to Singapore, Malaysia area. And so we see these kind of movements taking place across the industry, various ways. Both Canon and Nikon have, each of them has about 10% market share of overall lithography market. What ASML has done, it has commercialized very successfully, very complex technology for customer benefit. And that has brought it up to the market share it has today. And because of that, the way they operate, they are truly able to serve their customers in a way that it has become the preferred supplier in lithography in many cases. Canon and Nikon, they have a great technology. The uses are a little bit different than ASML, and when the customers work with Canon and Nikon, both those companies still deliver great service. I mean, the only one where ASML is a sole supplier is EUV scanners, of course. Then there, Canon and Nikon does not have product at all. Developing an EUV system is extremely expensive, and given the ASML's position in the market and experience now, because even just catching up the experience what ASML has, it's not likely that they will have significant programs in EUV.